everybody, MOIRA Rose here. Hey everyone, Jesslyn here. Today I am dressed up as MOIRA Rose because it's the week of Halloween, and why not? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do the Wickless Method. So really what the Wickless Method is that you're going to make your candle. You usually at this point have already kind of decided on your scent. You're just narrowing it down. Maybe you haven't decided fully, but you want to start testing with the right wick and the right jar. So you've picked out your jar. You're just going to make a candle, but just don't put a wick in it. Just pour the way you normally would at the temperature you normally would to get the most accurate and everything that you're going to do with your line. And yeah, there we go. So right here, I have one of my candles that I am going to try out the scent. We're kind of teetering if we want to carry the scent on our line. So we're going to try to get the right wick for our jar and just see how it performs. All right, so what you're going to want to do, like I said, is pour your candle as normal without putting the wick in it. You're then going to let it cure in the appropriate amount of time. So if you're using soy, normally it is a 2-week cure. If you make a blend, maybe it's a little less, maybe it's a little more. I use actually a coconut wax that is vegan. So this actually is cured for 2 weeks. With this wax, I normally don't let it cure that long, but I knew I wanted to do this video for you guys. So I was setting myself up nicely, and I'm really hoping that this wax will perform with the scent since it's been curing for 2 weeks. I'm like, the cold throw is absolutely phenomenal. If you don't know what the cold throw is, that is without the candle lit, what it smells like. So let's go. Let's teach you how to do this. Let's get you saving some money and actually enjoying the process as we go. All right, so after making your candle, your next step would be step 2, right? So what I use is a plastic lollipop stick. I believe I bought these. You can buy at the Dollar Tree. You can buy them really any party store. It's just a plastic little stick here. There's a little hole at the end. So that's personally what I use. A lot of people like to use drill bits. If you have something else like just a regular lollipop stick that you want to stick in there, use whatever works for you. So what I do is I really just try to center it up, and then I push this stick all the way through my candle, okay? I'm gonna do it from this direction so I can really see what I'm doing here, okay? I try to make it as straight as possible, and then you're just gonna push it all the way in, and then we're just gonna pull it out. That was probably really inappropriate. So, for this tiny guy, I'm going to start off with a 6. That might be a little high, but we're going to see it out. So, I have my wick right here. Okay. Since I'm not going to be having to do that, I write the numbers at the bottom. So here is my 6. Here is my jar with the hole. I'm just going to pop it in there. And now I'm going to take my wick trimmer, and I'm just going to cut it at the appropriate length. There you go. And now it still tells me what it is on the bottom, and I just put this in a jar, so if I need to use a 6 again. I want to get the most accurate test that I can, so I kind of just take my heat gun here, and I fill in that hole. And then I let it sit for like 10 minutes just to get the wax down in that hole. And I light it up, and literally that is it. All right, so I am back. I let my candle sit for a little bit, and we are looking good. And I'm gonna go ahead and light her up. So for this one, I did start with a 6, but I'm gonna show you what happens if the wick doesn't work out. So you'll let this burn 2 to 4 hours to figure out your melt pool, see if it's working. There we go. I'm gonna show you how to remove the wick. Okay, so I have a little pair of tweezers that are like plastic, which isn't good, but they came free with something, and I've been using them. So here we go. Here is my candle. It's actually performing really well. I did a 6 wick in this one. I'm just gonna blow it out. Okay, so you're gonna wanna try to remove the wick while it's hot. There we go. I got a hold of it, and you're just gonna pull straight out. You take it out, you let it cure over again, and then you do the whole thing over again with a different size wick. So that is how you do the Wickless Method. If you found that this video helped you at all, please just give it a thumbs up. Comment below of other videos that you'd like to see that would be helpful tips where you can save money, do awesome things, especially if you're a beginner. Also, join the community, hit the link below, and hit subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Alexa, David.